my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. If you are new around here, you don't know who I am, my name is Jodie. I like to create beauty related content here on this channel, so if that is something you guys are interested in, make sure that you are subscribed and click the bell just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Today's video is going to be a beauty bay one. I am just going to quickly say, if you've wondered where videos are, just like life has been a little bit hectic recently, and I kind of lost my love for editing. I've never really loved editing, but I've kind of just like fell out of love with YouTube in general, and I really need to get back on it. So we're getting back on it. We've got a new video today. You guys have got a Primark haul coming up. You've got an Artitude Cosmetics like PR haul slash testing video coming up, and you've got a blush collection video coming up. So look forward to all of those videos, but today's one I'm getting up first before any of those because it is a new product that literally launched technically today, but I managed to get it last night and it has arrived today. So we're going to be testing out the new Beauty Bay Bright 2.0 palette. So if this is what you want to watch, grab a cuppa and let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so if you know me, you know that I absolutely adore Beauty Bay. This shelf here, like literally from here to here, is full of Beauty Bay palettes. I adore their formula. I never originally bought the Bright palette. They do two versions. I think they still do two versions. So there's the Bright Matte version and then there's the Bright version. The Bright version has shimmers in it. The Bright Matte doesn't, hence the name. I bought the Bright Matte one like last year, I want to say, or the year before. Can't remember. Because back then the shimmers in Beauty Bay palettes were not the best. They weren't my favourite. Now the formula has changed, and the formula in this 2.0 is the same formula as like the Love Notes and Book of Magic and all of them. So I was very intrigued to try this. So I'm also going to grab the initial Beauty Bay Bright palette. This is the repackaged one, but obviously it's exactly the same as the other one if you have the old packaging. So this is the original Bright Matte, and then these boring. This is the new one. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love this packaging. I think they look so nice. So for reference, this one looks like this. So you've got your purple row, your blue row, your green and yellow row, your red and orange row, your pink row, and then a nude row. What I always say is missing from this is like there's not enough yellows for me personally. I feel like the yellows are really lacking in this palette. I like the purple and blue row. Again, not as many greens. I like the pink row. I think there's enough pinks and enough oranges and reds. But yeah, I just always felt like the yellow row was lacking for me personally. This is number 2. Just gonna get this out of the way because they always just fall out. And this is our colour story for 2.0. So again, we don't have as many yellows. You've kind of got like a pastely limey yellow here, and then 2 more yellows here, and this one is a shimmer. So that's the difference between this one and this one, is that this one is full of shimmers, this one's not. It's also not in the same order as the first one. They're not in the same order. We do have a black and a white in here, which, you know, I'm never fussed about black and white, if I'm being completely honest. I know people use black for depth, but I just never do. But it's good that there's black and white because obviously people like that. I think the only thing I would have changed is I would have took out the browns. Like, it's called a bright palette. Take out the browns. It's nude. Like, no. The shimmers in here look really, really nice. They do look like the Love Notes shimmers. I'm just like going to compare colour wise. There's no, from what I can tell, repeating shades. They are called completely different shades. Even if they look similar, they're not the same. Which I kind of like, because you are getting the variety. I think looking at these, if you're going to get this one is going to be a great companion palette to it, because because they've got shimmers in there, there's not as many mattes, so you can't go as deep as you want, or like as you would. obviously like this one's going to give you more variety, especially with the blues. Like there's a whole blue row in this one, but in this one you've only got 4 blues and 2 of them are shimmers. So I would definitely say if you're going to buy one, buy the other as well. Or if you've got the first one, don't be afraid to buy this one because they're going to work really well together. I'm not going to use them together today just because obviously I want to test out this palette. But if you guys want a second part to this where I do use both palettes, please let me know and I'll do that for you guys. But yeah, there's no, from what I can see, there are similar looking shades, but they're not called the same thing. So whether they are the same is a whole other matter. But like I said, if you want me to do the 2 palettes together in a video, let me know, and in that one I will swatch ones that look similar for you guys because it's all about this one. So there are 42 shades and it is £23. Now Beauty Bay always tends to be cruelty free and vegan, and I'm gonna assume that that's the same for this one. Let's see. Yeah, cruelty free and vegan. So if you only buy cruelty free makeup and you only buy vegan makeup, this is brilliant. I also believe that this palette profits go towards Pride because it's the 1st of June, hence the palette launch. It's Pride month, so I do believe, when I find it, I found it on the Beauty Bay website. So it says 100% of the net proceeds from Bright 2.0 will be donated to Rainbow Migration until the end of June. So if you're going to buy this palette, buy it sooner rather than later so that your profits go to the charity. And also, just so that you're aware, you can get this in 3 different forms. So I've bought the biggest version because personally I prefer bigger palettes. You can buy the £10 one. I just didn't like the colour story in the smaller ones. I prefer the colour story overall of this one. Was not a fan of the smaller ones. So this is the £10 version of this palette, which my lovely friend Carly bought, and I believe she's going to be doing swatches over on her Instagram, which I will leave a link to her Instagram down in the description box. Please go and follow her. A lot of her photos are actually being featured on Revolution, so yeah, go and follow Carly. And then there's also a £6.50 version, which looks quite neon, and they're all matte ones in the 9-pan one. So I quite like the 9-pan. Obviously they're going to be duplicate shades from the big palette, which is why I haven't bought that one. So yeah, that's another little bit of information for you guys about this. Also, before we start as well, I'm sorry for the long intro, this was going to be a collaboration with Makeup with Alex Kate, Lizzie Dimitro from Lizzie from Lizzie Dimitro, and Luce from Luce Stevenson. However, the girls are really busy with their uploads and we can't all like upload them on the same day. But what I'm going to say is that once they have uploaded, I will leave a link to their videos down below for you guys, because it was supposed to be a collab, but now it's not. But I still wanted to mention my girls. So I'm going to leave all their social medias and their YouTubes, along with Carly's, down in the description box for you guys so that you can go and check them out. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get on to swatching a couple of the shades. Like I said, I'm not going to do the whole thing because 42 is a lot and I just don't have it in me. So yeah, let's swatch some shades. What should we start with? I want to do Taxi. It's like a mustardy yellow. And I also want to do Nectar, which is the gold next to it. I want to do Bottle, which is another shimmer. And let's do Playground. Let's do these 4 to begin with. Oof. Yeah, definitely the Beauty Bay formula we've come to love. So those are the 4 that I swatched. Next I'm going to go in with Space, Swim, Grape Soda and Night Sky. So that's these 4. My swatches aren't the best. Sorry guys. Okay, I've done one eye. I've done one eye. I'm going to do the other eye for TikTok. as per. And I just used Beauty Bay Base in shade 2. I think I'm going to do like a sunset-y kind of look because I don't normally do those very often. So thought it'd be nice. Don't really know what brushes I need, which is a bit of an inconvenience, but you know, we'll go with it. Throne or Mulberry? This is the decision we've got to make. Probably going to take a bit of both, but for now we'll go with Throne. Just going to pop that on. Oh, that's so pigmented. How pigmented that is. Very impressed. Then I'm going to take the shade, I can't remember how to do a sunset look, a red one. I'm going to take the shade Wild, which is in the bottom corner. And I'm going to blend what? A little bit like the 50-50 method. But more like 75-25, to be honest. This is nice, and a nice bright red. It does border on cherry slightly, but it's not too bad. Re-intensifying the purple just because some red dropped down on it. Then I'm going to take an orange, and this one we're going to do like the 50-50 method. It's a really nice orange. I really struggle with oranges. I just find that they're not very good. Like, I don't know. I hate the one out the Be Perfect XL Pro palette, which, if you know me, you know I absolutely adore that palette. But oranges just don't have my heart. Like, it's kind of just blended in with the red, I'm not gonna lie. Now we're gonna take the shade Taxi, I think, and a little bit of Sunflower, and we're just gonna buff out this. Like so. Blendy blend. Blendy blend. That initial purple's bugging me. Wish I never put purple down now. I never do looks like this for a reason. Okay. I'm just going to go through, re-intensify, do the other eye, put my makeup on my face, and then we're going to come back and I'll give you my verdict on the palette. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Full face. It's done. I'm looking a little bit doesn't quite match my neck. The foundation that I use is a little bit too dark, so basically just ignore that. Back to the eyes. I want to put a shimmer on, and I want to do it underneath my eyelashes. I mean, yeah, technically I want to do my under eyes, so I'm going to take that original purple shade we took and I'm going to run it underneath my eye. There we go. And then I'm not going to put lashes on, but I am going to put mascara on. I'm just going to use Benefit Bad Girl Bang. I might take Azure, which is this like bluey kind of colour. Just take a little bit of that in the middle, just with my finger. Yeah, marine on the wall. That's kind of bright. In the corner. Maybe that was a bit of a mistake, but I've done it now. Whoops. And I'm just going to take, oh, that's very, very crumbly. I mean, they normally are, but there we go. Okay. this is the finished look. So let's talk about the palettes. The palette is £23, which is the standard price of their big palettes. I always think that £23 is worth it when it comes to Beauty Bay. In a couple of months this will probably be on sale for cheaper, so if you didn't want to pick it up right now, pick it up in a few months time. Although, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you pick it up now, 100% of the net profit goes to charity, because it's Pride month and this is technically like Beauty Bay's Pride palette, I guess. I don't know if they'll bring out any more or like another collection. I feel like this is their Pride collection. I believe at the minute this is going to be a permanent feature. I don't believe that this palette is limited edition. Again, I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. It doesn't have anything to indicate that it's like Pride or anything on any of the packaging, which makes you think it probably is more a permanent feature for the moment. Like I also said, I do believe that this will work really well with the original either Bright or Bright Matte palette, because although it has a lot of shades in here, you still don't really have that variety because they've popped the shimmers in. So I do think they'll work really well together. And like I said, if you do want a second video where I use both of them and I compare shades and things, please let me know. I'll happily do that. In terms of quality, it is the quality that we have come to love from Beauty Bay. The shades are super pigmented. They're blended really well into one another. Like that orange and that red, you wouldn't even really know there was two different colours there, unless you're looking really up close. The yellows were beautiful. They were very dusty. I will admit that the mattes are very dusty, especially the yellows. Like, it is still kind of everywhere. The shimmers are that formula that we've come to know and love from Beauty Bay, that work well with your finger or with a brush. It came out a lot more pigmented with a brush this time around, so yeah, that is something to bear in mind. If you are someone like Alex who likes it in a corner shade, you are going to be disappointed with this because there isn't light enough in a corner shade. That is something that I'm really not bothered about, but I know Alex is. So if you're also like Alex Kate, Makeup with Alex Kate, and you're like it in a corner shade, you're not going to get that. But if you're like Lizzie who likes a black, you are very much greeted with a black. And you've got this white here. Maybe this white should have been a shimmer, but you've got a black and a white, and I know for some people they do like that. Again, like I said in the beginning, I personally don't feel the need for these four colours. It's called a bright palette, so why have you put neutrals in? Yeah, not the biggest fan. I think they could take praline, truffle, cocoa and hawk out, because they're neutrals, they're not bright colours. We could have had some more yellows, we could have had some more blues. In fact, there's only 2 matte blues in this palette, and I feel like that is one of the reasons why you need this one as well, because there's a whole row of matte blues in this one, so you would be able to create that lovely blue look. We'll give them you know, credit where credit's due, that the 2 blues are a dark blue and a lighter blue. Again, purples, you've got nice gradients, but if you want your in-between shades and you already have this, grab this as well. Or if you've grabbed this one and you're contemplating this one, grab this one as well. I do think you need both. People have also said that it's really similar to the Jade palette, so I want to get that out. I'm also wanting to change this lip. It's like too cool toned. That's doing absolutely nothing. Hello. There we go. We'll just have my normal lip, my natural lip. That was Fudge by Beauty Bay that I had on, by the way. I need to get like a warm toned colour. The Jade palette, let's see. Do I agree? Or maybe I do. Okay. I do and I don't. I do. Yeah, I do and I don't. There are shades in here. So this is the Beauty Bay Jade palette for anybody that doesn't know. I don't think I filmed with it on my channel. I'm pretty sure I haven't. This is the new palette. can I do this? That's not the right way around. There we go. These are the two palettes. I don't think they're similar. I don't think they have the similar tones in them. The jade one has quite a few pastels, which this bright one doesn't have. You've also got a lot more neutrals in the jade palette, and there's like khaki greens that you don't have in here as well. Maybe the oranges and the reds are about the most similar, but no, if you've got the jade palette, you can get away with having this one. Similarly, if you have the bright 2.0 palette and you're thinking about getting the jade palette, get them. They're all different. They're all going to work together. You've got different shimmers in the jade palette as well that you don't have in the 2.0. So yeah, overall I really like this palette. I really like the quality. The colours are a little bit different, which I quite like as well. Do I love the look I've come up with? No, I'm sorry guys, it's not my best look. But yeah, overall, as per usual, they've smashed it with this launch. Don't forget there are two other ones in this if you didn't want the great big one. You've got the option of the £10 or the £6.50 one. Yeah, I think they're going to work really nicely together. Let me know what you think. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.